Hi, Scott Orlin with CINEMA-Magazin. The new film is called Knives Out, and one of the suspects is with us here today, Don Johnson.
I like that, one of the suspects.
Can you talk a little bit about this genre of film? Because it's built upon suspicion. That if you don't mistrust somebody, you don't necessarily aren't as engaged with them.
I think that's true, isn't it? I don't know. I mean, I think it's a curious. It's a curious thing about whodunits, about murder mysteries and about mysteries in general. I think that humans are naturally curious people, and they want to know what started something and why did it get to here. And so I think it's a genre of cinema that appeals to our primordial instincts.
And
And I've never said those words before, ever.
as
They can
Christopher
attest to it.
Yes.
Plummer's character is in the film, he's the patriarch of this family with several kids. You are the patriarch of your family with several kids. Do you ever see them positioning themselves around you, not necessarily for an inheritance, but for favor?
Of course. Of course. Here's the trick. You tell them all, each and every one of them, that they're your favorite. It takes away all the insecurity and everything. And you say, keep it between us.
But if you had a son like you had in the movie, you might have a little more
Well, that's a different...
apprehension, because he's, without giving anything away, he's not the most loving and warm towards his parents. Giving anything away, he's not the most loving and warm towards his parents.
I think that this family is a family that is a product of entitlement. And entitlement is not necessarily a healthy thing. A lot of times to be entitled means that you go away to boarding school at 12 years old or even earlier. And maybe you're not the kind of child that needs to go away. But in order to keep appearances for your family, the entitled people, you have to go. And so that anger and that resentment boils and bubbles in you your whole, adolescence and young adulthood, and it's going to come out in one way or another.
I'm talking to you the other day. You were saying that you started in your late teens, being very successful as an actor, working all these years, which is a compliment to you. Now you're starting to see your progeny, your kids, following in that path. Do you give them sage words of advice? Do you let them fall or succeed on their own?
They pretty much, kids model. They watch you and they see how badly you handled something. They go, well, I'm not doing it that way. And they figure out better ways of doing things. And I think Dakota is managing her career with elegance and grace. And so far, she is by far the best judge of material out of all of us.
Thank you for judging this material. And this is Scott Orlin. Till next time.